I'm sorry, gang. I didn't have the mic on the whole time. I'm sitting here talking. T Toai maybe? Tango Oscar India. All right, so this looks like we have something here. TAOI. I think there was an FDA approval here on this. But guys, good morning. Thank you for joining the Ivy League live stream. What a morning we have already. We had news last night with Tesla, General Motors, and then you had Ford. If you guys caught the live stream last night, then you would have seen my take on it and how it related to the charts. Um, I mean it Tesla, just like Meta, is doing the old "I told you so." I told you so. All right, you have the two biggest car manufacturers in the United States just give in and bow down and say, you know what, you got it, you're right. You not only are the leader, you're the leader that's doing it right. You know, they put in their own infrastructure. Like Elon was able to get the team together and they can't beat them, join them is what's going on. You can't beat them, join them. I want you guys to think about that. So next time you hear somebody talk about Tesla's price of their stock and how it doesn't match the PEs or the fundamentals, well, I'm pretty sure the fundamentals just told you what really matters. They just brought the two biggest car makers in the United States at their knees. Took them to their knees. All right? Think about that. All right, so I'm going to go over some charts. We got a price upgrade on Adobe. You had Docu Earnings. We still have Carvana. We're going to check that out. We have this small cap here, I think, which has FDA news. I was the Oncology Institute. Bioforge partnership to revolutionize cancer care. AI-enabled cancer. Why couldn't GameStop do this? All they had to do was have an earnings call and just say AI. Like, AI, we're not taking any questions. See you next quarter. That's it. That's all they had to do. I don't get it. There has to be something more going on there with GameStop. You know, there really does. There's no way in hell you're going to run a company that does 4 or 5 billion a quarter. You know, a $30 billion market cap, whatever it is, 20 billion, I don't know. You know, and not try and get your stock price higher and just, take care of your stock price, because that's ultimately what matters. If you don't fucking have a fucking earnings call, then who the hell is going to want to invest in your company if you have nothing to talk about? Really? That's your job. The job is to raise capital. All right, so I'm going to go through these charts. I'm coming up with my game plan. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. Again, Adobe, DocuSign, Tesla, General Motors. You might have Coinbase because of the Binance news. You had Kathy Woods on CNBC. Google. Okay, Google was not able to go higher. So what I like to do, you see how Google never made a new high yesterday? And the market's back up here. All right? That tells you everything you need to know. Google's on the short. We're on the short side of Google. Okay? The market's here. Practically. Pretty much. The market's up here. Google's still down here. Tells you everything you need to know. So if you have something strong and something weak, put them together. You got two winning trades, but you also have a really nice hedge. Because if the strong stock goes down and you get news, you cut it, but you're already in this, and it should give you more downside because it's already weak. This is how hedges work. And when you hear people talk about how institutional or retail traders don't hedge, you're right. A lot of them don't do this, and they should. This is part of risk management in a way. And this puts you on the right side of probability, especially if you get some news that comes through the wire. So again, thank you guys for joining us. If you could, hit the like, share, and subscribe. This is the kind of information and education that we like to go over. All right, so we got the S&Ps. Let's go check out the S&Ps. The S&Ps are again popping back up to the 430 level. All right, Doesn't look like they were able to break it last night. What do we have here? What do we have here? All right. 6 minutes ago. Again, I'm sorry for the mishap this morning. I gotta really watch. I gotta watch that kind of stuff. It is what it is. So listen, I'm going to go through these charts and I'm going to come up with my game plan. If you have questions, comments, anything, type them in the chat. Oh, I wanted to get this latency because I noticed the latency yesterday was just horrid. So let's see if I can do something with that right now. All right. I think I'm going to get another screen so I don't have to do this stuff, and I'm going to figure out like something that like a countdown for the morning. Stream, output audio, video. There's no latency on here, I don't think. Advanced. I'd have to do it in the beginning. I'm pretty. Whoa. Cancel. I hope that didn't just do what I think it did. Okay. System tray, importer studio mode. I gotta go through all this stuff. Because there's so much I still probably need to learn and do and get better at. Gang, again, appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Again, put questions in the chat. I'm going to run through some small caps. I'm going to go do the large caps first because I feel like that's more importantly where we need to be, especially if the S&Ps break this level. So we're going to keep a watch on futures. And then we're going to keep a watch on the sectors, the dollar, rates. Rates are just sitting in the range. I don't think they're going to do much, and I don't think the dollar's going to do much either. I'm kind of curious, gang, if we can come back and retest this level to go higher. This 427 level. On the SPY, it's probably around the same. Maybe $1 or $2 off. Same. That's what I thought. Usually you don't get that. But it's about the same. Yeah. It's about the same. So 427. I want to see if we pull back to 427. Thing is you turned it to resistance yesterday. You actually put in a small double bottom on this 427 yesterday. All right. So we're at the 15-minute now. And if you can't see this, just let me know and I can zoom in on it for you guys. Again, there's not much of a story here other than the range, the top end and the bottom end. All right. Watch out because you are putting in new lows. You see that? This is pre-market, but even here, you are tailing new lows. You're not closing, but you're tailing new lows. And you're not putting in new highs. Matter of fact, you're putting in lower highs. You see that? It's the little things. You gotta dissect it as if you're a doctor. All right? That's my plan. You know, I'm short here until it tells me not to be. No matter how many times it sits here and touches it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually it's a 4 and go, but I don't know if you want to consider this a 1, 2, 3, and then a 4 and go. It's still tailing off of it. I strongly feel when you get stuff like this, and a level this significant, because if we go back this 430 level, you're gonna need a break. Like you're going to need, or a catalyst. You're going to need a catalyst to get through this. This is a pivot high from back in 2022. August of 2022. So it's hard. It's crazy to think that we then went and put in a new low in September. Because September is usually seasonally is weak. Seasonally, it's a weak month for some reason. All right, so let's go to the Qs. It's the same story with the Qs, gang. All right, we got this pivot high. Actually, it broke the pivot high. So we might see the SPY break. Can I call that right now? Is it okay if I call it? Does it break today without a catalyst? Look at this inverse head and shoulders. not inverse, but look at this head and shoulders forming. You guys can't see this, but I'll make it so you can. Look at that. If you can't see it. You guys see that? There's your left shoulder, your head. Excuse me. Left shoulder and head. And now, did we put in the right? Now, this candle kind of like takes that out of the equation, because you want like a small candle here. It doesn't have to be, but if we have a small day here and if it doesn't break this level and you start to curl back down into next week, yeah, it's not going to be good. Let's go check out the IWM and the SPY. The SPY, the Qs, they're all way above the 50-day, 100-day, 200-day. Like, they're above all even the IWM now. They're all extended above their major moving averages. Why did the 200-day not move? That was weird. Did you guys see that? Why is the 200-day not moving? That's so weird. I've never noticed that before. That's so weird, isn't it? It's not moving. What is going on? So the 200-day is way up here. I think it's just messed up. I got to redo it again. I think it just got messed up. There you go. It's still not moving. That's so weird. What's going on? That's making me nervous. That's so weird. Is that a sign? Are you guys seeing that? You see how it's like doesn't move, but then it shows it higher than lower? Like, what? Like, look at the weekly. It's way up there. That's so weird. Unless it's always done it and I've never noticed it, I have no idea. The moving averages should move like the 100, 200. That's so weird. That's so weird. There's something really wrong with that. I don't know. I can't look at it. That's weird. That's too weird. And like that, it's doing that there. That's so weird. I need to know that my 200-day is where it should be, so it's kind of like pissing me off if this shit continues, man. How do you know I have interactive brokers? So again, I hope everybody's doing well this morning. I hope everybody's doing good. You got your sleep. It's game time. We're gonna go run through these. I'm gonna go run through these stocks again. If you have any questions, I may be quiet for just a minute because I have to. I'm gonna go over these and like hone in on these levels and whatnot. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Anytime, Ray. Anytime, buddy. Anytime. I don't like that. That's so stupid. So is it higher or is it lower? Dude, what is going on with this moving average? Is it like locked or something? Left axis? Okay, I see. I thought so. There we go. There we go. I thought so. I didn't think that shit was supposed to be like that. That's my... Why would you even use that? That's so weird. Why would you have it stuck and then you're able to move the chart without it moving the 200-day? I can't think of a reason other than maybe you're. I have no idea. All right, gang. I appreciate you. I'm going to go through my. I'm going to go through my watch list. Tesla, GM, Adobe, crypto, Coinbase,